This morning, something unusual happened in Sri Lanka. The country's president admitted that his government is quote-unquote not delivering. Why is this admission unusual? Just look at the man who's making it. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Sri Lankans call him the Terminator. The 71-year-old has a reputation of being unapologetic. He has dominated Sri Lankan politics for decades. He started his career as a ruthless military commander, crushed the Tamil separatist movement and reportedly turned a blind eye to war crimes. Today he's admitting to his government's failures, acknowledging that he has let his people down. Allow me to quote what he said. "The people may have a sense of displeasure towards me and the government for not delivering as they expected. I accept that. Not only me, but all ministers and members of parliament should accept it." This is the president speaking. How would you perceive the statement? Owning up to your failures is a rarity in politics. So what made President Rajapaksa say this? Well, it's hard to say at the moment, except for what we know. Sri Lanka is going through a rough patch. The economy is under considerable stress. The GDP has contracted. Foreign reserves have fallen. The currency is losing its value. The credit rating has hit a record low and the debts are mounting. Look at the numbers. Since Rajapaksa assumed office, Sri Lanka's foreign reserves have fallen. They've gone from $7.5 billion in November 2019 to $2.8 billion in July 2021. The Sri Lankan rupee has lost more than 20% of its value against the dollar. In August 2019, it was selling at 216 against the dollar. As of October 2021, it was selling at over 230. This weakening of the currency has made repayment of loans more costly. Sri Lanka has to repay 2 bonds in foreign currency debt. A bond of $1.5 billion is due next year. Another worth $1.25 billion is due in 2023. There's no guarantee the country will be able to meet these deadlines. And we mentioned the credit rating, which in simple English is an estimate of the risk involved when you invest in a country. Should you invest in a country, you look at the credit rating before making that decision. Now, last month, Fitch downgraded Sri Lanka's credit rating, indicating that investment is now a substantial risk in Sri Lanka. And to top it all, the preferential trade status Sri Lanka enjoys at the European Union has come under threat. This is due to alleged human rights violations. The EU is considering ending Sri Lanka's tariff-free access to its markets. Now, all of these setbacks combined have put Sri Lanka under pressure. And the result is this: Sri Lankan trade has taken a hit. Prices of all essential items are soaring. Prices of wheat flour and cement have risen by 10%. Prices of petroleum and cooking gas have spiked 85%. The fear of a further spike has led to hoarding, which in return is leading to a crunch. The government is in a fix. Its strategies are not working. Observers say it may be forced to seek a bailout. It may have to turn to the IMF for another loan. And these crises have come as a reality check for the Rajapaksas. For far too long, they've run the country on their whims, taking irrational, populist decisions that have proven detrimental to the country's economic health. Now, failing to deal with the consequences of those decisions, they're trying to gain sympathy with dramatic admissions, like we're not delivering. Well, it may not help if actions do not match words. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.